Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Belle High School in Belle, Missouri, where we are back with more tournament play. Round one of the Belle High School tournament. MMA taking on Cuba in round one of tournament action. Lots more basketball to come here. MMA picking up their first win of the season Friday night at Wright City in a thriller which they just pulled out. Colonels looking for a repeat performance here tonight in round one against Cuba. Cuba bested MMA last year in this same tournament. The Wildcats are looking to do the same here in the same location. MMA looking for a different result as they look to take round one and look to advance towards the championship, which they almost made but fell just short of last year in this Belle Tournament. It's the Wildcats and the Colonels. Tournament action begins in just a few minutes. And we thank you for joining us here from Belle High School on the MMA YouTube channel. My name is Evan Schreier with my associate Kevin Sangster and Peter Dedeker behind the camera. We thank you for joining us, and we hope you will stick around for all the action. Wildcats and Colonels. It's a good one, and you do not want to miss a moment, so stick around. Cuba and MMA Belle Tournament round one action coming here in just a minute. Tip-off is right around the corner. And we thank you for joining us online, at home, and around the world for the first round of tournament action.
Let's continue to show respect and sportsmanship throughout this contest and refrain from negative cheers, chants, or behavior. We welcome our guests tonight and wish all players good luck in tonight's game. Now let's meet the starting lineup. First for the MMA Colonels. Number 11, Ryan Robinson.
Robinson getting the start here over Dempsey. Ansel had a triple-double in his last game. Ken Burwa popped off with 18 rebounds in the game against Wright City. Hunter MacArthur, the player of that game, 23 points, 7 three-pointers. And John Latenser back in action, doing the work in the paint.
And now the starting lineup for the Cuba Wildcats. Number 2, Kyle Ray. Number 3, Hunter Smith. Number 12, Dylan Dill. Number 13, Aiden Hutchinson. And number 23, Dylan Keogh.
For MMA, it'll be Ansel, MacArthur, Latenser, Robinson, and Burwa. On the other side, Ray, Smith, Beal, Hutchinson, and Keogh. Who will take the first round of this Belle Tournament action? Colonels, Wildcats, Cuba, MMA. Here we go. Burwa and Keogh will take the toss. Keogh's going to win it back. This ball's going to be tipped. Latenzer's going to be able to run that one down. Cuba, very aggressive defense. They're going to look for the trap. Edsel going to put up a shot that's no good. Rebound in the paint by Smith. Bringing it up the court is Hutchinson. Drops it off for Ray. Back to Smith. Smith driving, has to dish it out, but he'll take one too many steps. Good tight defense by Burwa to force the travel. Both teams getting nothing going on their first possessions. Here's Ryan Robinson. Over to Ansel. Robinson, this aggressive defense continuing here for Cuba. MacArthur. Burwa. Backing down. Drops it off for Latenzer, who lays it in. Burwa drew the double team, got Keogh off his blocker. And John Latenzer's got the first points here in this one. Colonels by 2. Hutchinson. Eyes his options, he sends it up top. A drive now by Ray, and Ray's gonna travel with it. Back-to-back travels by Cuba is gonna give MMA the ball and a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Half-court press continuing here for Cuba. Colonels under pressure. Latenzer back to Robinson, now to Ansel. Colonels got to get it over half-court. The Colonels knew the heavy defense would come and were not prepared for it that time. Good defensive presence by Cuba. Inbound to Hutchinson. Hutchinson leaves it off for Ray. Now Keogh. Back to Hutchinson. Ray for 3. That won't go. Fight for the rebound in the paint, won by Burwa. Burwa's looking to take off. He drops it off to MacArthur. Colonels set up. Up top is Ryan Robinson. MacArthur for 3. That won't go. Fight for the rebound. Unders won by Keogh, his second of the game. MacArthur, it's so dangerous to give him even an inch of space. Just couldn't get it down that time. Here's a drive by Smith. That won't go. Keogh offensive rebound and gets it to go. Dylan Keogh, first points for him in this ball game, and we're tied at 2. Colonels looking to get it across half court. They'll go to Burwa. Now MacArthur. Ansel driving, leaves it off for Latenzer, who gets swatted away. Hunter Smith denies Latenzer of his second score of the game. They drop it off for Smith. In the corner. That shot's up for 3, no good. Rebound by Burwa, his second. They'll leave it off for Robinson. Now Latenzer. Over to MacArthur. Heavy defense here. MacArthur for 3 in the corner. He's got that. You cannot give him room. Hunter MacArthur. Colonels lead by 3 in a timeout, Cuba. 4:55 to go here in the first, and MacArthur gives the Colonels a 3-point lead, 5-2. Well, the story of this game so far, it's a defensive battle, and Cuba's winning on that front. The only difference is Colonels have a great perimeter offense, and that is led by Hunter MacArthur. You give him enough room, you can scare a defense into getting out of place. Edsel found that out perfectly and delivered a dime pass to Latenzer, in which he scored off of. Colonels doing their best to escape this heavy presence from Cuba. On the other side, Keogh and Hutchinson leading the charge. Keogh, the big man underneath the rim, fighting for every rebound possible, with Hutchinson leading the charge with his men on the wings. A quick moving offense and a heavy fronted defense for Cuba. That one's going to be hard to overcome, but the Colonels have the lead right now. Here's a drive. They sling it outside. Beal, back to Hutchinson. Over to Beal. Smith. This one's swiped away by Burwa. It's a 2-on-1. He's got Hutchinson with him. Burwa leaves it off. And there was a foul on the floor committed. It'll be the first of the game, and it's going to go against Cuba. Sub will come in. Smith will be sat down in favor of Jesse Elrod. In the corner, MacArthur. That won't go. MacArthur got knocked down, no foul. Hutchinson will bring it up the court. Leaves it off for Keogh. Now Beal. Up top is Ray. They go inside to Keogh. Keogh looking to spin on Latenzer. That won't go. And MacArthur's there with the rebound. Ansel and Burwa were there to help him. Ken Burwa over to Ansel. Slings it to MacArthur. Now Latenzer over to Burwa. He fakes the shot. Driving, looks to go outside, and barely kept in miraculously by Kyle Ray. And that pass went awry. It was intended. And Latenzer will take a seat in favor of Mason Ruckman. Ruckman, a great presence in the paint. He was missed last game when he was on the league's COVID protocol, but he is back in action here tonight against Cuba. They leave it for Burwa. Inside pass to Ansel. Guarded heavily. In the corner, Ruckman fakes the shot. Now will take the small jumper. That won't go. And we have a foul that's going to go against Ruckman. First foul of the night on the Colonels. Colonels trying the half-court press now, seeing if they could get some good defense out of this. The drive now by Elrod. Leaves it off for his teammate. Beal to Ray. Ray driving. Slings it back outside to Elrod. Elrod guarded by Robinson. Robinson trying not to let him in. Kyle Ray. Back up top to Keogh. Elrod. Goes inside to the big man. Here's a spin move by Beal. Beal goes up with one hand and puts it down. Leads cut to one. Beal with his first points here in this ballgame. And a timeout MMA. The defensive battle continues. 5-4 with 2:34 to go in the first quarter of play. You're watching Colonels and Wildcats round one of Belle Tournament action. Ansel in the trap, looking to escape. Lost the handle on that one, goes up with one hand, and that's good. The trap was too much for the Colonels to overcome. And the first lead of the game for the Wildcats. Robinson, he's going to get trapped, has to sling it out. MacArthur over to Ansel. Colonels looking like they're going to be able to get out of this. They find Burwa. Burwa fakes, and that one's stolen away. Taken by Ansel. Over to Ruckman. Burwa. Corner Ansel. Slings it up top to Ruckman. Leaves it for Burwa. Shot fake, now will pull from mid-range. That won't go, and the rebound's there for Cuba. Up the floor, charge led by Elrod. Elrod tried to find a teammate, and it wasn't there. Subs will come in now. Ken Burwa going to sit down in favor of Nathan Dempsey. Dempsey, important to notice, this is his 5th straight scoreless game thus far. Still looking for to end that point drought. MacArthur. Ansel. Back to MacArthur, now Dempsey. Over to Robinson in the corner to Ruckman. Fakes the shot. Dempsey slings it over to MacArthur. MacArthur, he'll stop it, pop. That won't go. Ball goes up top and it's wind speed the other way. Dempsey almost got the swipe from behind the back of Beal. Drive set outside. Here's Beal. From long range, that goes. Three-pointer good for Beal, and the lead is 4. Ansel under pressure. Dempsey up ahead, MacArthur. Ansel. Now to Dempsey. In the corner, MacArthur. Ansel. Back to Dempsey. His three-pointer. That won't go. MacArthur earns the rebound. Down to 30 seconds left to go until we reach the end of our first quarter. Here's a three from Ruckman. That goes. Back-to-back threes from Beal and Ruckman make this a one-score game. Mason Ruckman gets going from long range. Here's Keogh. Drops it off to Stewart. Here's Beal. Back to Stewart. Passes inside, up top Beal. He fakes the three-pointer, now drives. Shot goes up, and that's good from Beal as time expires. Great shot fake by Beal, and his 2 scores will be how we end our first quarter of play with our score, Cuba 11, MMA 8. A hard-fought defensive battle here in the first, and a lot of interesting basketball still to be had. It's a 3-point game as we head to our second quarter. Cuba going to get us started. They took the 3-point lead after Beal's buzzer beater. Elrod puts it on the ground. This one swiped away. Robinson couldn't come up with it. They go in the corner to Stewart. Back up top is Smith. Hunter Smith was taken out midway through that first quarter. He's back in action here to start the second. Here's Beal. This shot goes up, no good. Battle for the rebound is there for Ruckman. Ruckman back here with the rebound battle. A big piece that the Colonels were lacking against Wright City, and his height is going to be a big advantage here for MMA. Ansel, guarded heavily. They sling it to Dempsey, now Ruckman. Up top, MacArthur fakes the shot. The double team comes from Elrod and Beal. Great defense being played here by Cuba. Screen gets set, they drop it to Ansel. Shot goes up, is good. Great dish from Dempsey, and it's back to a 1-point game. Ansel on the board here in this one for the first time. Here's a pass inside. Beal looking for help. Up top, Smith, back to Beal. And Beal's going to go over the top and travel. Kevith, what do you think about that one?
Well, Evan, I don't know what to say really about the travel. I mean, I see a lot of travels coming out from both sides of the teams today, but one thing I will say is we have 2 very similar teams out there on the court, but definitely defense is a lot stronger for Cuba's side. We've seen defense like never before, people teaming up on multiple people at once. It's crazy out there.
Yeah, a lot of chaos on the floor. We'll see if the Colonels are able to thrive in it. This one slung outside. Would have had Ruckman open for three, but the pass went awry. Ball's on the ground. This one got away from the man under the hoop, number 11, Evan Hiley. Couldn't get a handle on that. Here's MacArthur. Under pressure. Ansel inside Burwa, goes up, lays it in with the foul. Ken Burwa, the foul came flying in from Hunter Smith. And the Colonels retake the lead. MMA looking like they're finally being able to overcome this half-court press. And Burwa converts the three-point play. Cardinals lead by 2. Here's Smith. Smith driving. Dishes it off. Slings it over to Hutchinson. Guarded by Ruckman. Hutchinson looking to drive. This one's off the foot of a Cuba player, maintained. Beal goes up with a shot basket in the foul. Free throw no good, kept in by Burwa to keep this game tied. They sling it to Dempsey. Up top, Ansel. Game tied at 13. Burwa. MacArthur under heavy pressure. Chaos on the ground, just as you were talking about, Kevith. Mid-range jump shot by Ansel, finds the bank. Cardinals lead by 2, 15-13, 5:10 to go until halftime. Hutchinson drops it, swipe by Ansel. Looking to get out of dodge. Dempsey goes up, lays it in, and just like that, Nathan Dempsey has scored. After 5 games, the drought ends. His first score in 5 games, Nathan Dempsey, welcome back to the scoreboard. Ball's on the ground, Colonels will pick it up. This could be a huge momentum switch, ladies and gentlemen, if the Colonels are able to score right here. MacArthur. Over to Dempsey. Ruckman. And that one swiped away. Pass couldn't get to Dempsey. Hutchinson threw that one away. No, it's going to stay. Here's Ray. Ray finds Elrod. Back to Ray. Up top, Elrod. 3:57 to go. It's a 4-point MMA lead, 17-13. Each side committed 2 fouls. It's been a relatively clean game so far. Ray. Back to Elrod. In the corner. They throw it inside. And the travel's going to be committed by Kyle Ray. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got something a little interesting for you. We have a Amber Alert from Gotham City currently in effect here. Ruckman will 3, go up, bang! Mason Ruckman, his second 3 of the game. The lead is 7, the largest on either side. In the corner, Burwa got a hand in there, but he'll get whistle for the foul. That's going to be Burwa's second. Inbound pass goes to Elrod. Colonels need to make sure they don't get one of their star players in foul trouble. That was a huge problem in the game against Wright City. Three goes up from Elrod, no good. Rebound there for Burwa, his fourth. Ansel taking the lead. Ruckman, Colonels looking to move fast. Back to Ruckman. Up top, Dempsey able to reel that one in. Ansel for three. That won't go. Rebounds there for Cooper Mell. Elrod up top over to Ray. That one almost swiped by Ansel. He wanted all of that one. Three-pointer goes up, no good, and Ansel the board. Colonels will move in slowly. Long pass over to Ruckman. Dempsey inside Burwa, now to Ruckman. Colonels moving in. MacArthur, now Ansel. They sling it inside, almost a brilliant play to Ruckman, but a Cuba Wildcat was able to get a hand in there. Here's a pass inside, shot goes up, and that'll fall. Cuba will cut their scoring drought, and the lead is cut to 5. MacArthur, Dempsey, back to MacArthur, back to Dempsey. Burwa trying to split the difference to MacArthur. MacArthur wanted the shot, just didn't have room to take it. Now he'll shoot. That won't go. Tips it out to Ansel. His shot goes up, bank no good. Still up for grabs. Ruckman able to get that rebound. Back-to-back offensive rebounds. The three from MacArthur. That won't go. And the rebound's finally in the hands of Cuba. Trouble in paradise as Cuba finally gets a rebound, but Dempsey with the swipe. Dempsey looking to go all the way to the crib, and he does. Dempsey, though he hasn't scored a lot of points lately, has been a king on defense, and he's continuing to be a big presence for this Colonel team. Leads back to 7. Less than a minute to go till half. Elrod. Up top to Kimberlin. Ray inside under heavy pressure, and we're going to get a foul.
Well, Evan, it really does put a smile on my face to see that Nathan Dempsey is making a comeback with his career on the basketball season for the MMA Fighting Colonels. And it looks right now John Latenzer is going to get swapped in for Burwa, sorry.
Shot goes up, and that'll go down. Colonels put in Latenzer. We haven't seen a whole lot of him in this one. And Robinson, the starter, checked back in. He and Dempsey both on the floor. In the corner, MacArthur. MacArthur gets a screen. He'll go up top to Robinson. Robinson spinning, trying to get out of pressure. Here's Dempsey. Ruckman. Three goes up, no good. And now we're going to get a timeout. That's going to be taken by MMA. Colonels will get things settled. 14 seconds to go. The lead is 5. MMA with the ball. Colonels switch the sides of the court. Robinson for three. That goes! Ryan Robinson beats the buzzer. And that is how we end our first half of play with our score. MMA 25, Cuba 17. This is what tournament play is all about. And the Wildcats are on upset watch here in the first round. Robinson, an absolute laser to end the first half.
We are at this time going to be presenting a special ceremony to recognize
And we are back with second half action with the Colonels fighting strong here, have Cuba in a spot where they did not think they would be in at this point of the game. The lead is 8, and the Colonels have the ball to start the second half. This one barely going to get to Robinson, back to MacArthur. Now Ansell. High pass to Robinson, barely reels it in with one hand. Burwa, the defense is tight. This one up ahead to Robinson, now MacArthur. Inside pass, this one swiped away with speed. The other way is Smith. He goes up and draws a foul. That's going to be Burwa's third, something to keep an eye on. And the second free throw good. Half-court press is back here to start the second half for Cuba. Colonels have a tendency to go the wrong way to start the second half. We'll see if they can overcome that threat here. A score would be crucial here for the Colonels to get some momentum on their side to start the third quarter. MacArthur, he'll pull from range. That won't go. And getting up and getting that rebound was Keogh. He's been having a big game underneath the glass. Here's a pass inside to Keogh. He goes up, draws the foul. Shot won't go. Foul going to be against Latenzer. Thankfully, it was not Burwa's fourth. First free throw, no good from Keogh. Second free throw, no good, but a rebound in the paint. This one dished outside. Keogh outside. Three-pointer goes up from Hutchinson. That won't go. Keogh with the rebound, goes up again, draws the foul, and now two more free throws will come. Dylan Keogh, the starting center, making his presence known. Second free throw, no good from Keogh, but the rebound's right back. Some momentum starting to grow. This shot will go. And now momentum starting to shift here to the side of Cuba. The lead's cut to 4. Latenzer under pressure. This one's swiped. Shot goes up. That'll be laid in. And now a timeout MMA. This is exactly what we were worried about. Cuba has come out of the gates firing in the second half. They put up 4 straight points and the lead is, 5 straight points. The lead is cut to 2. Colonels will get restarted here to start. This one's swiped away from MacArthur. Frustration growing. 6:09 to go in the third. The score is 25-23. Colonels are great at getting leads, not so great at keeping them. And on the other way, a chance to tie it or take the lead off the steal. Here's Beal for the lead, got it! It's an 8-0 run for Cuba, and they hold the lead. Dempsey, he's gonna travel.
Well, Evan, this is a very close game so far, and we are not even halfway through the third quarter, and I see some great potential from the MMA Colonels and the other team as well.
Well, you're absolutely right. I think most of the potential's on the side of Cuba right now. They've got the 3-point lead. This 10-0 run is looking threatening. Colonels just cannot get desperate. The double team comes. MacArthur, now Dempsey. Slung to Ruckman. Inside Ansel, he puts up a shot. In his spot, won't go. Fight for the rebound, won by Burwa. Burwa, one hopper, goes up, no good. Battle for the rebound. And they're gonna say that was off Burwa. It will go to Cuba. Robinson checked in for Dempsey. And a foul on MacArthur. The lead is 3 for the Wildcats. Inside shot goes up, blocked by Burwa, but a foul. Burwa cannot believe it. First free throw, no good for Keogh. Colonels need some scores to start getting momentum on their side. Second free throw, no good from Keogh, but we have a whistle. It was going to be a line violation. It'll be, no, it's a false start against MMA. So now they're going to get to reshoot the second free throw. Keogh can't get that second one to go. Ansel with the rebound. Burwa. Colonels trailing by 3. 4:41 to go in the third. Robinson barely reeling in that pass. Inside Ansel and draws the foul. Foul will go against Hutchinson. It's the first of the half. It's going to be the third foul against Hutchinson. He and Stewart will take a seat. No, Elrod will take a seat. Stewart will come in. Inbound to MacArthur. Burwa thought about the shot. Slings it over to Ruckman. He fakes, driving on the baseline. This one's tipped away. Grabbed by Stewart. Now he's got to escape the press. Stewart driving. Dishes it off. Shot goes up, and that's good. Keogh gives the Cuba Wildcats a 5-point lead. MacArthur. Up top, Robinson. Colonel's in desperate need of a score. Burwa for 3. That won't go. Rebound ripped down. Shot goes up again. No good. Keogh reels it in, and now we get a foul. And it's going to be a travel. Ball will stay with MMA. Cuba currently on a 13-0 run since the start of the third quarter. Inbound pass to MacArthur. He puts up a shot, no good. And now Cuba coming out. Shot goes up, and that goes. In desperate need of a score. Ansel, step back three. That won't go. The lead is 7. The largest lead of the game is 8, and it was held by MMA going into halftime. It's a 15-0 Cuba run currently. Momentum is all on the side of the Wildcats right now. Colonels need to do something in order to change that. Here's a drive. Dish outside. Stewart drops it off. Pass inside to Keogh. Back down by Ansel. Keogh goes up. Shot's good. Dylan Keogh. Ansel slings it to Rugman. That one's tipped and stolen away. In the corner for 3. Won't go. Burwell with the rebound. Long pass ahead to MacArthur. Wasn't even close. This one's swiped away by Ansel. His shot goes up, and that's good. A big score for MMA. Cuts the lead to 7. Shot goes up, no good. And now we get a foul. Fourth foul against Ken Burwa. Johnson will check in. Burwa will take a seat. And the first shot good. Lead is Cuba by 8. And the rebound's there for Johnson. Ansel. Colonels trailing by 8. Leaves it for Robinson. Inside Ansel, that one's swiped away from him. Three-pointer goes up, that won't go. Inside Roy gets the rebound. And a nice Euro step is going to beat Ansel in the interior. The lead is 10, first double-digit lead of the game on either side. And that long pass to Johnson swiped away. Back the other way, Roy's shot goes up. No good, offensive rebound, shot goes up again, that's good. It's a 22-2 run since the start of the third quarter, and now we're gonna get a foul. This one wanted for Ruckman. Now Roy the other way off the steal. Shot goes up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Gets his own rebound again, and now we get a foul.
Well, Evan, you can just tell from the atmosphere out there that the MMA Colonels are not with it tonight. They look like they're going through a hard time right now, trying to make their way through this tough defense. They look tired out there, and they look really defeated, but they need to keep that motivation going.
Absolutely right, Kevith. If they want to continue in this game and try to mount a comeback, it all comes down to believing that you can. Colonels led this game by 8 going into halftime. But this has been a all Cuba third. 10 seconds to get a shot off. Cuba will get the ball to start the fourth. Pass inside to Johnson. He gets blocked. And with 1 second left, Johnson will shoot 2.
Looks like number 12 got a ball to the jaw. That does not look good.
First shot no good from Johnson. Second shot no good, and that is how we end our third quarter of play. Cuba will end the third quarter on a 22-2 run as they lead by 12 as we head into our final quarter of play. All Cuba right now. Colonel's looking to mount a comeback. It's about how you finish in the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. 39-27 as we head to the fourth. Fourth quarter underway. Cuba going to get us started. Hutchinson will be the man to do it. Hutchinson leaves it off for Roy. Here's a drive. Shot goes up. No good. Edsel there with the rebound. Colonels a chance to start off momentum here in this fourth. 8 minutes to make the comeback. Ruckman. Defense still rock solid here for Cuba. Ruckman over to Dempsey. Dempsey fakes and now shoots. That's good from Dempsey from mid-range. Lead cut to 10. Hutchinson. He drives now, lost the ball. Ansel the other way. He's got Robinson with him. Ansel all the way to the hoop. Draws the foul.
Well, I don't know what kind of talk the Coach Mahurin had during that break, but it sure is working a lot on the MMA Colonels side.
Well, Coach Mahurin, a great coach. A man straight from the basketball state of Indiana. He's got a great knowledge in the game. First free throw, no good from Ansel.
If there's anyone who can motivate the MMA Colonels, it is definitely Coach Mahurin.
Ansel looking to go 1 for 2. And he will do just that. Cuba by 9. Drive now by Stewart. Dishes it off. Pass outside to Stewart. Stewart guarded by Robinson. Up top, Hutchinson. Stewart. Pass inside, they throw it out. Stewart. That pass inside, up for grabs. And now the three will go up from Hutchinson. That won't go, and the rebound's there from Ansell. A big defensive hold by the Colonels. Robinson gets double teamed. Long three from Ansell. That goes! Jeremy Ansell, a huge shot, and the lead's cut to 6. Colonels on defense. Here's Hiley. The drive by Hutchinson. His shot goes up, no good. Offensive rebound, shot goes up, basket, and the foul. And it's none other than Dylan Keogh, the thorn in the Colonel's side all game. And Keogh able to convert the three-point play. Leads back to 9. Ansell. Moving with finesse, splitting defenders. Ansell. Ruckman, now Dempsey. Robinson, he puts up a shot. That will not go. Johnson looking to reel in the rebound. He gets it to Ruckman. Ansell, shot from the top of the key, no good. And that will be reeled in by Cuba. .5:28 to go. The lead is 9. Ball thrown inside. Shot goes up. No good, but Keogh will shoot 2. Keogh, this will be his either 6th or 7th trip to the free throw line here tonight.
Back to a 10-point lead.
Keogh now hitting his free throws. That's dangerous with the amount of times he goes to the line. And he goes 2 for 2. The lead is back to 11. MacArthur goes to Robinson. Robinson, Ansell. Back to Ryan Robinson. MacArthur wanted the shot. This one barely gets to Robinson. Ansell now. Under heavy pressure. Slings it over to Ruckman. MacArthur for 3. That won't go. Falls short. Johnson. And they'll say he traveled. That one almost stolen away by MacArthur. Shot goes up, and that's good off the drive. The lead is 14, largest of the game. Ansell under pressure. He'll put up a 3. That will not go. Cuba off the rebound. MacArthur trying to reel that ball in. He will. Good job getting it to Ruckman. The lead is 13. My apologies. Robinson. MacArthur. Ansell, MacArthur. Robinson trying to go inside to Johnson. Fading away off his back foot. Nowhere close, and Stewart will bring it out. Beal brings it ahead, puts up a floater, gets the foul. And he'll shoot 2.
Well, Evan, if the Colonels are ever thinking about making a comeback tonight, they're going to have to put some pep in their step and come back into this game. They only have 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. Every minute counts. Every second counts.
Absolutely correct. Cam Burwell is going to be checked back in here with 4 fouls with 3:40 to go in the ball game. And the free throws are there. Lead is now 14. Inside pass to Ansel. His shot goes up, no good. And the big man, Keogh, bringing in the rebound. Hutchinson went flying up to grab that ball. Stewart. Three-pointer from Beal, that goes. The lead is 17, and it's an all Cuba ball game. This second half has been immaculate for the Wildcats, as Hutchinson off the steal is going to lay that one in. It's a 35-5 run since the start of the second half. Dempsey tried to get that one to Ruckman, but it's taken the other way by Cuba. Ruckman going to be checked out in favor of Tipton. .227 to go. The lead is 20 in favor of Cuba. This one lost by Ansel. Keogh puts up a pass that finds Roy. Roy looking to connect the dots. Shot goes up, no good. And the ball reeled in by Dempsey. Here's Burwa, his three. And he was fouled. Burwa good on his first. And Burwa able to convert 2 of his 3. Lead cuts 18. MacArthur looking to do it himself. He does. Gets it out to Ansel. Great defensive play by Hunter MacArthur. And Tipton couldn't reel in that one. Inbound pass to Stewart. Here's Keogh, drops it up to Roy, and that shot's good. Tic-tac-toe action for Cuba, and they get the points right back.
20-point lead for Cuba.
MacArthur, he'll pull from deep, and that goes. His second three-pointer of this game. Sorry, third three-pointer of this game. Dempsey almost got the strip, and he'll get whistled for the foul. Elrod good on his first. And Elrod goes 2 for 2. Burwa in the corner. He'll put up a shot. That won't go off the bank. Tipton unable to get the rebound. Lee pass up ahead to Roy. Roy looking to finish at the basket, and he will. Roy with one hand, less than a minute to go here in this one. Well, the story of our game here, ladies and gentlemen. Colonels had the 8-point lead going into a half, but the Wildcats proceeded to put up one of the most explosive second half performances we have ever seen, showing why they are one of the best teams in the conference, as a foul's going to be drawn right there. Doing some math real quick. Colonels were outscored in the second half by a margin of 42 to 17. You do the math on that. Colonel's almost unable to reel in their own rebound. Down at 30 seconds left in this one. Colonel's looking to finish strong. Pass over to Burwa, taken the other way by Roy. Roy. Dempsey almost got the swipe on Elrod. Stewart. And that is how we will end our game, ladies and gentlemen. Cuba's victorious in the first round. This second half was all theirs, and they deserve the win at the end of this one. Colonels will fall here in the first round of play, but they will be back in action Thursday night against Newburgh. We thank you for joining us here for all our coverage of Colonels basketball. And we hope that you will be back here in time for our next ball game.